Well, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Ordinary Guys Bourbon. Today on the program, there's a lot of us.
Yeah.
3 generations here of Stevens boys. With me, of course, they've all been on the program before. My dad, Greg Stevens, and my 2 sons, Andy Stevens and Jacob Kujawa. How y'all doing today?
Doing well. Great.
Guests that are anything but ordinary. Today on the program, we're just going to cut right to the chase and get right into the bourbon. People are tired. I'm tired. Jake's tired. We've all driven a long way today to get together for this episode. But a very special treat. We've got Denali Spirits Handcrafted Bourbon.
Okay.
So this is something that Laura was just on a cruise, and she smuggled this for us. A rare treat. As our hordes of subscribers know, my wife was recently on an Alaskan cruise and brought back this treat. It's a reflection of how supportive she is of the channel and how much she encourages us to drink more bourbon. Sitting down to do our normal pre-work for this episode, there isn't much information available. Google Gemini stated that Denali Spirits does not produce bourbon. And yet here we have a bourbon. The website for Denali Spirits doesn't show this as an offering, past or present. The respectfully tiny digital footprint was so small, I only found 2 references. First, there was an Instagram posting announcing a bourbon pairing and discussion event hosted by Denali Brewing, a sister company of Denali Spirits, from April 7th, 2025. In that posting, it references, quote, a sample of new bourbon made from a blend of 100% rye whiskey, 100% corn whiskey, and 100% barley whiskey. Second, on the website of a Carr's grocery store in Anchorage, Alaska, the spirit is currently on sale for $12 off, with an additional promotion of $10 off the purchase of 6 bottles. The product can only be purchased in store and is subject to availability. So as we look to unravel this riddle, there is no age statement on the bottle, indicating that the liquid is at least 4 years old. It also is shown as an 86 proof offering, and that's about it. Denali Spirits itself was founded in 2016 in the heart of Talkeetna, Alaska, as an evolutionary expansion of the Denali Brewing Company, which was founded in 2009. Completing the portfolio and with little or no interest to me, they also opened Alaska Cider Works and Meadery in 2018, but no one cares. At the head of the employee-owned table is CEO and co-founder Sasan Mosanan. Sasan Mosanin. What do you think on that?
Sasan, yeah.
He fittingly also has a small digital footprint. He might have studied at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. He might have gone to NYU. He might have spent some time in Los Angeles. He might be the general manager of the Matanuska-Susitna Borough government, or he may be none of those things. According to the Alaskan state legislature, though, there are 9 distilleries in Alaska that produce spirits, employing over 26 full-time employees. The only other distillery that appears to offer bourbon besides Denali Spirits is Port Chilkoot Distillery in the remote town of Haines, Alaska. Anchorage Distillery, Arctic Harvest, and Uncharted Alaska offer various whiskeys but no bourbons. And so from Andrew Johnson's Polar Bear Garden, as it was called shortly after the $7.2 million acquisition of Alaska from Russia in 1867, here we have Denali Spirits Handcrafted Bourbon. That's all we've got. Here. That's all we've got. So we're going to do things a little bit differently, just because there's so many of us. There's a table space issue. Guests on the show have not always been the greatest at math, right? So everyone's got a sample of bourbon on the rocks with a little bit of water, right? Which is how you guys normally would take it, right? This is not your meat sample.
Correct.
So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and cheers, we'll sample, and then we'll go through the scoring. I'm going to ask Dad that you record what Jacob's score is on your sheet. And I'll record what Andy's is on my sheet.
Okay.
Right? And then I trust our math.
Sure.
Right? So to the 3 generations,
Cheers.
With Laura's encouragement for our drunkenness. Cheers.
Don't care for it.
No?
No.
Well.
Tastes like water. Has a woodsy flavor to it.
Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this.
Okay.
Heritage is a maximum score of 20, right? Like I was trying to explain, I couldn't find a lot of research, a lot of information about this, but certainly the Denali Spirits Company doesn't go back too far, right? Founded in 2016. As far as the website's concerned, this spirit might not even exist, but yet here it is. But you know, you think about it, it's a remote area, right? And they're doing something. They're trying to produce a spirit for the people of Alaska, which is I think we're the only place where this is available, right?
Yep.
So from a heritage standpoint, Jacob, what do you think? Maximum's 20.
Give it about a 7.
7 for Jacob. What about you, Dad?
Yeah, I give it a 5.
All right, Andy.
I'm gonna go down to a 3.
Ooh, 3.
Just because you couldn't find much about them, and the only information was in 2025. It's not really much of a heritage
Well, 2020. Well, yeah, the information's from this year.
year that we're in.
That's right. That's right. I'm going to go with a 4 myself. Right. Taste and drinkability, maximum of 40 here. Dad, what do you think? You right on the case. You said you weren't a fan, but
I'm gonna give it a 10.
harsh score.
Yeah.
Now you all remember, may remember that I think in like one of the first episodes we ever made, we were having Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel sitting right here,
Right.
and you gave for taste and drinkability the top score. You gave it a 40 out of 40.
I think I did, yeah.
So you're staying with a 10 on this one.
I think so.
Okay. Jacob, what do you think?
About 12.
12? Oh, so you're burning 2 pieces of paper. See, I was hoping to save the paper. Paper's not cheap. Well, you already wrote on it.
What'd you give me 2 for?
I gave you the notepad, right?
Okay.
Andy, what do you think? Taste and drinkability, maximum 40.
Well, I would say probably around like a 28.
28. So you
Yeah.
you didn't mind this one at all. You liked it.
It's decent, but I feel like a big part of that is this is watered down probably slightly more than I usually drink my bourbon.
Huh.
So it makes it a lot easier to drink that way.
Well, and part of that's because you guys have to drive.
Yeah.
Right? So
Some of it does.
I'm closer with you, Andy. I think than where Jake and Grandpa fell. I think I'm going to go with a 22 on this one.
Ooh.
Now, affordability. We didn't talk about this because it's a little bit tacky, right? Because this is a gift. This bottle. This was from Laura, and online, at least through Cars, the grocery store in Anchorage, it retails for $79.99. So I don't know. Laura may have paid twice that or half that. I don't know. But either way, $79.99. That's the MSRP for this product. Affordability, maximum score is a 30. Now, I also want you to think before you score this. We don't know much about Alaska.
Right.
But have you ever watched those programs where they talk about like how everything, like a box of Kraft mac and cheese is like $10 because
Okay.
you got to get it to Alaska, you know?
But you're making this in Alaska.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you know, how long can they grow the corn for if the corn's grown in Alaska,
Not very long.
right? I mean, the ground's like permafrost, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I want you to think about that when you think about your affordability ranking. Maximum's 30. What do you think?
I'll do 17.
Okay. Jacob, are we keeping you up awake back there? What do you think for affordability? Maximum 30. 15 for Jacob. Andy, what say you?
I'm gonna go down to a 10.
And I'm with you there. I'm going to go with a 12 myself. Now here's one where I think this bottle will shine. So the last category is design, as you guys all know. Maximum score is 10. And I want you to really look at this bottle. I want you to look at some of the features of this bottle. All right, it's got in the glass. It's got some coordinates. It's got a little embossed Denali mountain range, right? The label is nice and crisp, I think.
Yeah.
It's a nice wooden stopper on the cork. All right, the synthetic cork.
Little indent there in the bottom.
Yeah, handwritten, proof and alcohol content. We'll
It's a
start
good
with you.
looking bottle.
We'll start with you this time, Andy. Maximum 10. Design.
Out of 10,
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
You're giving 9. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Jacob.
I was thinking an 8.
I think I'm with Jake. I'm gonna give it an 8 too.
So here we are. I'll give you a second to crunch some numbers.
In the last video.
Yeah, your mom pointed that out as well. She really liked all the cat footage and the discussion about Simon. But
And right at the end of the directions, I'll take care of the cat.
yeah, there was the Star Wars scrolling.
Yeah.
It took me a little while to figure out how to do that. You know, so because I'm using like a TikTok editing software, right? So what do you have? Final scores, Dad?
I had a 40.
Wow. Okay.
Jacob had a 42.
Okay. And then I had a 47, and Andy had a 50. Just in that order.
Okay.
So
We're all around the same range.
But listen, here's the thing. I don't want. I think we need to really highlight this. Again, there aren't many. There's only two. I think that's there are two. There's this offering and Port Chilkoot Distillery are the only distilleries that make bourbon in Alaska, our 50th state.
If I was in Alaska, I'd buy wild turkey. That's what I would do.
Okay. Well, what if the wild turkey just for the shipping costs, right? What if they had like ship it like through the Panama Canal to get up to? I don't know, right?
It'd be less than $79 a bottle.
It's probably true, but
Probably.
you know, all the harshness aside, it was awfully nice of Laura to bring this back from her. She could have gotten me like a T-shirt or like a magnet or something like that, right? I think she got the cat a magnet, got Jacob a T-shirt, right? I'd much rather have bourbon, right? So as always, thanks for being on the program. Here's to Laura for bringing us some bourbon. Well, you're all out.
Let's kill the bottle.
Well, hey, we've got time. Until next time, cheers.